quit interrupting me. I'm trying to host the podcast here.
Sorry.
Right. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 8 of Waste the Games podcast, hosted today by Declan, joined by
Craig.
Rishi.
Well, if you're a guest, no one knows who you are yet. We have a guest.
I'm trying to be like low key about it, you know.
Yeah, he's just
slip
gonna
in.
slide
You
in
gotta
the middle.
introduce the guest.
No, we're not going to introduce him. Just pretend he's always been here.
Fair enough.
Wait.
Fair enough.
Drum roll, please, Keith.
Wait.
Wait, don't do it in your mouth. I thought you were going to post.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
now
for
I've
you
got
in
multiple
post.
options.
Oh, okay.
God.
Okay, wait. Today you're joined by your host, Declan,
Craig.
Keith.
and special guest for today, one time only, or
Ooh.
maybe back another time. We don't know.
We don't know.
Introducing the one, the only.
Rishi.
Woo.
Thank you.
I'm gonna add applause.
So, Rishi is a very experienced
Gamer.
gamer.
Yeah.
That's correct, right, Rishi?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Tell us more about your gaming casualness, Rishi.
I get really I don't play games a lot like on the daily, but like Sifu. Like I'll get really into one game, I'll play it, I'll rinse it like 12 hours a day for a week, and then I'll never touch it again. And then like I probably won't play a game until like God of War comes out or like Spider-Man 2.
See, this is our kind of gamer right there.
This is it. Hyper focused.
What do you think of Sifu?
It's really good, but like
I thought you were about to say it sucks.
Yeah,
no,
it
it's
sounded like
good.
Oh.
But like it makes me so frustrated. But only in little bits. Like you'll be doing so good, and then all of a sudden one random fuck will he'll just rinse you out of nowhere
You try and execute someone.
fully, and then
They
he'll just be
counter
like,
that shit.
"You're good," and then he'll be more powerful than you've seen any character in any game ever.
Catches you off guard first time.
It's
huh?
disrespectful.
Oof.
Like robots shouldn't be able to do that to you. I shouldn't be disrespected by like circuitry, you know, by electrons.
Robots? I didn't know there was robots in this
Like
game.
CPUs, like they're not real people. Like if somebody was on the other end on a controller, I'd understand that. But programming, code, disrespectful. It is. It's violent.
Getting beat up by AI. It hurts, to be fair. It hurts.
He's PvP. I've been saying.
Yeah.
Mate. Violence.
You ain't even completed it, bro. Relax.
Okay, I'll smack
Relax.
everyone in here on Seafood. Smack him himself. Smack Seafood. Wait, he doesn't have a name, does he? I just realised.
Wait, what is
Seafood's his
Sifu?
name? That's his
That's
name.
a title.
That's his name.
That's a title.
Yeah, but it's his name.
You're a Shifu. It's like master.
Master Shifu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked a woman
Oh.
as my
Yeah.
character,
The-
but low key accidentally, and you can't change it.
No.
What, ever again?
Well, unless you do a new save. But I was in too deep, so
Ah.
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Unless you don't like women.
That's true. I guess.
It is a gaming podcast after all.
Inclusive.
We gotta lean into it. Oh, I saw a video this morning of Zack Snyder. You know these like dumbass like Justice League fans, like the Zack Snyder like diehard Justice League fans.
Mhm.
They got him like Zack Snyder to come on the podcast, and he did it because it's like a popular thing and it promote it. But he also did it because during like the COVID Asian hate stuff, they were like leaning into it. They really were like hating Asians essentially. And he came on the podcast and was like, "I'm not affiliated with you guys. What you did was horrible." And it's the funniest thing watching all these like diehard fans. Like basically, imagine the person you admire the most in the world.
Telling you you're a
Telling
piece
you-
of shit.
Yeah,
Essentially.
like I'll never love you. It's mad.
Who would that be for each of you, by the way?
Oh. Dead or alive? Can we?
Yeah, anyone in the
anyone.
world that'd break your heart to hear them say that to you. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Oof.
Oh. Getting upset thinking about it.
I feel like
Imagine Andrew Garfield's like, you shouldn't act ever. Just
I
stop.
probably wouldn't. That
Out of respect.
Yeah, I'd probably jump off a building. Imagine your role model was like, yeah, no, do something else. Like, I don't know.
To be honest, I feel like it'd hurt even more if say if I met Ryan Gosling and then I heard from someone else that he was talking shit about me, that like I was just a pain in the ass. Like I'd heard it through someone else. I feel like that'd hurt more than him just turning around and being like, I don't like you. Right, Ryan Gosling or like Kendrick Lamar. They're the two that I think would hurt me the most.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, I'd cry.
Imagine.
I was just like, oh. Okay.
I went to your gig. Why? Oh,
Please
'cause
never
I'm
come
a
back.
fan. You ain't a fan of mine. Oh.
No, because Donald's, it wouldn't even be a singular thing. With Andrew Garfield, Ryan Gosling, it's focused acting. With Donald Glover, you should just give up. He's done everything.
Yeah.
You're being disparaged in every section of your life.
Ooh.
You should just give up.
Have you seen a video of Andrew Garfield chasing the cameraman?
Yeah, 'cause he just was like, I just want to talk to you,
He's
bro.
let me talk
Oh,
to
he's
you.
with,
Let me talk to you. And he's like,
The
"No."
smile on
He's
his
like,
face
I
is
just
good.
want to talk to you like a human being.
It's the one with Emma Stone, right?
Yeah.
Like he's with Emma Stone.
Bitch. Yeah.
She, like it's you seen La La Land, right?
Mm. Yeah.
No,
Like their story's like so similar.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
No, like yeah, 'cause she wanted to start a family and then he wanted to start a family. She wasn't ready. They broke up. Now she has kids and he doesn't. That's
Yeah.
violent.
Yeah, but look.
That's actually she's an op.
He's
What do you
getting-
mean?
He's getting all
And
the love.
Then she made a movie about it. I know that wasn't her thing, but like it's basically
Nah, she slid a
Wait,
few
which movie?
post-it notes to Damien. She
Which
was-
movie?
La La
La
Land.
La Land.
Oh,
Like, I feel like you could substitute Ryan Gosling's character for Andrew
Oh.
Garfield. And
Oh,
it
yeah, I
kind of
forgot that
was.
was after.
Mm.
That's mad.
No, because that film was in like she's friends with the director, so it was in
Yeah, yeah.
production for years, and it was
yeah, she was slapping him notes for sure.
Now look at
He's
him now,
like,
though.
damn, how are things with Andrew? And she's like, well, started rattling off.
Because
He was like, that'd make a great movie.
it wasn't supposed to be Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. It was supposed to be
Emma Watson.
Emma
right?
Watson
Yeah.
and Miles Teller. Then it was Emma Stone and Miles Teller. She definitely was like, nah, he needs to be 5'11",
Pretty.
blonde, pretty.
I know it's like disrespectful, but I do not like Miles Teller. I just
No,
don't.
I
just-
agree with
I
that.
don't like him. I just don't like anything he's in.
No,
I thought
he's
he was good in
Whiplash,
Whiplash.
yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed Whiplash, but apart from that, like, I don't know. I think maybe because early on in his career he played a bunch of assholes. And I was just like, I don't enjoy him now. I just don't like enjoy anything he's in. Like if I see his face on something, I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that.
Ready? Oh,
Yeah, this is Rian's problem next week. Fucking bastard.
Oh, you're making him edit.
Yeah, because he said he'd saw it.
He
Then
said
he
he'd-
was talking shit in the chat. I remember.
He said he'd come be the sound guy. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking perfect, because this is your domain, you
Oh,
bastard.
perfect. So we finally have a technician. Hey,
But
Ria,
he didn't
pull that
show
up.
up.
That's
He
good.
didn't show up.
What, we're supposed to come today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going Birmingham, he said.
Boom. Ugh.
I'm in Brum tomorrow.
Ugh.
I've been in Brum the last week,
Ugh.
Why?
but I just fuck with
By
it.
choice?
Yeah, by choice. That was conscious.
Birmingham's alright, to be fair. I don't mind Birmingham.
I love Birmingham. I'm probably gonna move there next year.
Ugh.
Mainly, the thing is, the city is dirty. It's a vile place with vile people.
Just outside.
But like the stuff that's being made in Manchester compared to stuff that's being made in Birmingham it's completely different. And I vibe with the stuff that's being made
Like
like
what?
down here. Just in terms of like people, like you couldn't make Moonlight in Manchester. Let me tell you. Mainly because there's no people of color in Manchester. There's also no gay. It's only gay people in Manchester
To
actually.
be fair,
But they-
Birmingham's got a huge like dragon gay scene.
That's what I'm
to be
saying.
fair.
Like
It's popping off.
Birmingham's so interesting.
Yeah.
And like it's also like close to Leicester, close to
Yeah.
London, Birmingham. Most of my friends hit like down here make stuff.
Yeah.
How's V?
It's just good.
Nice.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Right, let's go back to video games. So, let's go Sony because we play PlayStation, fuck
Ooh,
Xbox,
yeah.
but we also care about Xbox. Sony buying a big studio.
Yeah,
Might be
big
From
moves.
Software.
Yeah,
You
the
don't know.
rumor has it that it's From Software.
Don't know. Maybe. It's not Kojima Productions. He tweeted. He was like, "No, no, I'm independent. I'm not being held back again." Middle finger at Konami.
He's got PTSD bad from that.
Yeah, that's why his game's fucking about PTSD. It's not, but fuck that game.
So the
Death Stranding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
yeah. Is
that
it good?
nonsense.
I liked it.
I played it.
It's odd. It's an odd game. If everyone says they hate it, it's like, yeah, fair enough. I get it.
To be honest,
It's completely understandable.
it was dope. Like I really enjoyed it, but there just became a point where I was like dying and messing up, and it just felt like there was no consequence. Like I just come back randomly, and just everything was gone. I wouldn't have to fight those people again. I just got messed up, and that was it.
I think Red Dead came out and I stopped playing it. I was like, I have things to do.
Better things.
Literally, I was like, I have
Yeah.
better things to do now.
That was, I think, Red Dead and then Last of Us. That's what I was like.
I just got a notification from Arbrum, the Birmingham Reddit
Why
page.
was it?
no trust because
That's
like
weird.
Mad.
I'll be on call
I-
like with my friends and stuff, and we'll talk about stuff, and I'll get those exact things we talked about, hyper specific things that I don't care about, but they do,
Mm.
on my TikTok.
Oof.
Like genuinely, like, because we're not as unique as we think we are. It's quite easy
Mm.
to figure out what we like, and you
Yeah.
tailors to that. But I'm telling you, there's some shit in there. 2 likes, hyper obscure intersections of what they like. I've never once.
Something you liked at 2 a.m.
Not even me. Something they liked at 2 a.m. Something they told me they liked at 2 a.m.
They were like, "Hey, I watched this guy on TikTok that smells rubber bands," and then one day,
Pops
user
up.
turns up.
You
Not
think
if-
it's a coincidence?
It's
It's not.
It's fair. Those ones are like explainable because obviously if it's someone that you follow and they follow
Yeah,
them and they
yeah.
interact with, it's bound to come to you eventually, just in case. Because obviously, if you guys interact a lot, they'll assume you might like the same thing.
yeah.
But the weird ones are when you're talking to someone in a room and they're talking, "Oh yeah, no, I got this cabinet from IKEA," and you're like, "Oh yeah," and then you're scrolling through Facebook and it's just cabinets from IKEA popping up, and you're like, "I have not searched for furniture."
Yeah. To be fair, my ad space, like my tailored ads, are really weird because I don't really buy much stuff.
Mm.
So when I look for anything online that I could purchase, my ads for the next week would just be that one thing. I looked at dog toys accidentally once. Like I googled something and it came up with dog toys, and I was just getting dog toy ads for like the longest time after that. I don't own a dog. What am I?
Yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
true,
trying to
so-
get me to.
They were giving you offers on like IAMs and stuff.
Speaking of ads, they're on about adding adverts into free-to-play games. So like games that's come out in the store, they're gonna have like little obscure adverts.
Yeah,
So
they were
it
talking
kind
about
of
putting on like billboards and stuff around like
Yeah.
cities and stuff like that.
Sony were on about it as well. They put out a press like, nope, not anytime soon. Something to look out for, I guess.
I think that's a good idea. I think like at the moment, like,
Yeah, for free-to-play games, absolutely, because
Mm.
obviously they get some money in it then, other than in-game currency or like revenue from the game itself.
As long as it's not like super intrusive though.
yeah.
Like if it's in and around the world, say I'm playing GTA and there's like a banner up there for like Coke or something, I'm not really gonna be bothered by it. You know, if it's like a billboard or there's
Mm.
something on the taxis going past, it's not gonna bother me at the end of the day.
Mm.
Like if you're doing these kind of like placements or whatever, that's fine. But if you're already paying like 60 quid for a game, there's gonna be these intrusive adverts
Yeah.
that genuinely like affect
Yeah.
the way you play a game. At some point, that's when it kind of crosses the line a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's like gaming at the moment is quite inaccessible. Like
Mm.
a PS5, even if you can afford it, you can't get one, and then you have to pay like £70 on top of that.
Mm.
It'd be cool to get free to play games with ads because it benefits like everybody involved. You'll
Mm.
get a better game, you'll get like more updates over time because they're still getting revenue.
Mm.
I think overall they probably make more money off of free to play games with ads than they can from a retail game at £70
Mm.
because it will keep coming back. Like Fortnite,
Oof.
that
Yeah.
I don't even know how much money that game's made.
It is insane.
Unless you're stupid and buy Grand Theft Auto and you keep fucking putting money in it, stop. And please stop.
PSA.
Yes, just stop.
Are they making another one? Like another GTA 5? Like
Ugh.
remastered or something?
It's
Yeah,
out.
Came out was like it's like 25 quid now. Or
Yeah, it
something
was
like that, which,
free
you know,
for a bit. They've extended the free trial, but you still have to pay for it.
That's not for the full game, is it? It's for online, isn't it?
Yeah, just online,
Mm.
yeah.
I'm still quite proud of myself for only buying GTA once. I bought it on PlayStation 3. Fuck, PlayStation 3.
Jesus.
PS3.
Jesus.
And then I played the story mode and then I kind of played the multiplayer and then I never touched it again.
I
Yeah.
got on PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS5.
I owned it on Xbox 360. Didn't buy it on PS4 because the console I got it on had it with it, so I don't count. And then not since, yeah.
To be honest, I'm a
It's
bit of a,
crazy.
I went through the same thing. 360, I got it. PS3, we got it 'cause my dad had a PS3. PC, got it on PC after that. Which was funny because I opened a skin on CSGO, opened a case on CSGO, and I got an AK-47 skin that sold for like $70. So I just bought it with the money I got from that.
Mad.
That was like 2015, 2016, something like that. And then PS4 and probably PS5 because I'm not gonna lie, I think there'll probably be people who'll be playing it. And if I don't get it, my brother will get it. So I
Fuck
don't
your
know.
brother. Tell him not to buy it.
I have it on PC, GTA 5 actually. But
It's
that's
good on
because
PC.
Epic Games, it was free.
I feel like if people
Yeah.
didn't buy it and they didn't make as much money from it, we'd have had a new Grand Theft Auto by now. So you're to blame.
Well, there was that thing with Rockstar, like multiplayer was going to be single player stuff, like
Yeah.
actually like enriched story, continuing that. But then the like CEOs were like, no, we need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make money.
I was
And
like
that's why
15 when GTA came out.
Yeah.
GTA 5,
I remember we were in school.
What year
I
was
went
it?
midnight release to get it.
2013.
I
Yeah, it's
remember.
old.
I
It's
remember.
like 13.
Yeah, because it was our last year, I think, because we were in school. I remember getting it midnight release with Fidelis,
Shout out to
wherever you are,
Fidelis.
dead man.
Rest in peace. God bless his soul.
I remember like vividly. So I was in primary school when the game came out, and I was on my.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
They said,
Oh my
9
God.
years.
So I used to go to my.
That's so mad that he's at uni now, and that game came out in primary school, and they're still releasing it. That
It's
is
the same
so
game.
That's
insane.
why it
Insane.
vexes me that people are still fucking buying.
It's still making money. Where's the money coming from? What money are they? Who's not got it at this point? Like,
Exactly.
who's still buying this game?
Losers, that's who.
Ugh.
You're a loser. I don't care.
I wish there were like stats for people, like in this video as well. Like you'd see people, and it tells you how many copies of GTA 5 they own.
Have like a live count of people buying it. You could do that.
You mean like in like Watch Dogs where you
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah.
someone and you just
This
see
Dickhead owns 7 copies of GTA 5 for no reason.
If you just see how many shark cards there are, that'd be brutal.
No, that's
That's
definitely like.
dangerous, bro.
Do you know how like Black Mirror and stuff? You've got those like nosedive episodes where it's like social currency.
Mhm.
You can judge a person's character by how many fucking microtransactions just on GTA they bought. How much shark money do you have, you dickhead?
How
Fucked
many
me.
FIFA points have you got?
Oh, no,
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 that's-
on FIFA. What would I be fucked on?
You'd definitely be screwed on 2K.
Nah, maybe a little bit. No, not this year actually.
Yeah, but all those other years.
Like last year, my team. Nah, I think I'd be right. Well,
Mine was on 3-on-3. That little basketball.
Did you
game.
did you pay
you
pay
spend
money?
money on
I've spent bags on that game
Oh.
for no reason at all because it's shit.
Did you
It's-
get the platinum?
Yeah,
Okay, I know. Did Cheech get it?
yeah, we got together.
Okay, okay.
It was funny because it was definitely glitched.
Yeah.
Like, because one of the fucking one of the trophies was like get 1,000 steals or some shit,
Ooh,
and we got it in like maybe 2 months, and I was like, I know I haven't got 1,000 steals, and then it popped up. I was like, that's broken. I'm not gonna complain.
free platinum.
Exactly.
Take it.
The rest of it we worked for. Fuck that game. I've never seen like. I wish you guys played it just because you could see how shit it was. Like,
No, we
I've
played
never
it once.
seen a game go backwards in terms of like they were just taking things out. Like they were taking just features and they took the D-pad functionality out for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, like you could control shit with the D-pad, like the menus and stuff. And then
Yeah.
one day we came on and just couldn't. There was an update and it was gone, and they just took it out.
See, I played it when it first came on. I played it for like 3 months, and then I just started to get really annoyed by just the people that were playing it. Yeah, no, I just couldn't do it.
People, I don't even know if I can blame the people anymore. The company was just cancer. Like it was just so bad, but it could have been so good.
Do you know what? Actually, I have a bone to pick. Now you mentioned GTA 5 and broken trophies. You've just like sparked this anger within me that I just can't control. Like, so basically during lockdown, I was like super bored, and I was like, you know what? I'll just platinum a bunch of games. I was like, that'll be my thing. And I was like, you know what? GTA 5. I was like, that seems like a pretty good game to be able to platinum. Just get it out of the way. Be like, yeah, I'll platinum GTA 5. And I went on, and basically one of them is like an online trophy, which, by the way, online trophies suck. Like,
Yeah.
whoever puts online trophies in their game, I hope they die. I hope their whole company burns. I hate online trophies. It's so dumb. The online's so broken and glitched as it is anyway, that this trophy just didn't work. It's called like numero uno, and you basically have to get first place in a bunch of different categories of online. So like the races and the death matches and blah blah. I did it all. I wrote it down on pen and paper. I was like, yep, got first place on that one. Now I can move on. Went through it all. And I remember looking at this sheet of paper like, if my calculations are correct, I should have this by now. And I remember looking at it and being like, no, there's something wrong in the maths. I've got the calculations wrong. And I was looking at it and looking online, looking through the guides, and I was like, yeah, no, it's just glitched.
I think I got that on Xbox, to be honest.
Lol, I think I remember getting that.
Yeah, because we were there. I was there day one, and I was just
Yeah.
fucking just playing
Sweating
shit.
that
I think it
game
may have just
online.
popped up just because of.
Because of the money glitches. I remember that. I was like, oh,
Oh man,
the
I remember
garage.
did that shit like a part-time job, freaking slinging cars off, get one,
Fair.
duplicate it.
Yeah, I did it
Fucking
once.
profit, mate.
Like, I was doing it late at night and I was half asleep and I deleted my car. I was like, well, it's enough of this game. I was a high level as I was like, well, that's what I get.
To be honest, I got so lucky in the first week. So you know when they first introduced bounties, they didn't put a cap on it, so you can put as much as you want on a bounty. And this guy had obviously hacked the game and put like $1 billion bounty on it. And the guy was in the Los Santos Customs in like the middle of the map. and literally like everyone started racing towards this guy, and you just saw it. On the map.
John Wick, bro.
Literally, it was like John Wick. Like
Your ex
everyone
give me a
started-
card.
And me and my friend went skirting in there. We got in as fast as we could, and this guy comes out, and you literally just saw him stop there, and just everyone like pointing their guns at him. And like you could just see the panic as he like, you know, when someone like runs and starts jumping on GTA, he was running and jumping in this circle, and everyone was shooting him. And bro, my aim was ass. I was missing everywhere, and then I literally just got one shot off on the final one, and my friend was like, "Bro, I can't believe you've done this to me." And I got like $1 billion and was like sorted for the
You
start.
get it like instantly.
Literally, it just drops
Just-
in
yeah,
the account
yeah.
like that.
John.
So do you guys remember when, like, really early on, it must have been like the first month of GTA Online, where like the hackers just start giving money out to people. I
never got
remember.
that. I had to work for mine. I had to fucking hack the old-fashioned way, just them stupid car glitches. No one ever gave me money. I was so pissed because I tried
I got bare
numerous
money.
times.
Like I remember, because I didn't really know much about GTA Online. I was just playing it.
Mm.
I had this shitty ass car, and I had enough money just to like do some little upgrades, like maybe different color lights, maybe some rims. On the way to Los Santos Customs, all of a sudden someone deposits 90 million in my account, and I'm like,
Damn.
hey, yo, fucked it. I dropped the car, blow it up, leave. Yeah, just the nicest car I could at the time. And then so he gives me like $1 billion, and I'm like, what do I do with this money?
He's trying to set you up. That's what he
Fully.
was trying
No,
to do.
because then I did get like banned for a week.
Yeah, because they go through your
Yeah.
account.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
happened
yeah.
to me. Yeah. Oh, also Insomniac are doing a multiplayer game.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
So we don't know what for.
Do we know if it's not Spider-Man 2?
Nah.
No, they mentioned a lot of like melee combat.
Yeah, I heard that Spider-Man 2 is gonna have a lot of like more hand-to-hand stuff.
Yeah.
Probably not that much though. Just like improved combat.
To be honest, I was saying this to these guys. They're like, I missed out on Miles Morales because I haven't had a PS5 and I don't want to play it on PS4.
I played it on PlayStation 4 first.
Yeah.
It honestly was good. Like I didn't,
Yeah.
but the PS5 version is different.
That's what I mean. I
It's
saw
different.
Keith playing it. I remember we went downstairs one day and you were in the living room and you had on like the fidelity mode and you were swinging through and I was like,
In the
I
snow and shit. Oh,
yeah.
With a
I was
cat
like,
in
I
your
can't play
backpack.
this on my PS4.
Lovely.
I was like, I just can't face it. I was like, I
Well,
have to have my
next
PS5.
month.
Come the start of the month, I'll get paid and then, you know, I'll actually have something to say on this podcast other than, you know, just
Nonsense.
nostalgia and alright, nonsense is a little bit.
Whoa.
That's what you
Like,
get.
that's
To
what I want
get your
first.
fucking money.
Damn. Alright.
No, but I
we need
genuinely
sponsors. That'd be really great. We need
the
Yeah, we do.
PS5. Honestly, bad purchase.
really.
Long term good. At the moment,
Yeah, okay, I agree with you.
it's ass. Like I
day
genuinely
one.
look at it and get sad because it's just sitting there collecting dust. Because there's no games on it at the moment that are like
Mm.
worth it. Because I think it's just a weird release. They could have waited just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's usually
One
like
more
the
year.
first like
What
3
year?
years, isn't it? It's just the games that come out are just it's those last like 3 years that just hit.
Literally.
Yeah.
Once
I-
everyone's figured out how to develop on them.
Yeah. That didn't happen with the PlayStation. The PS4 was popping. Like off rip, that console was just.
True.
Especially with Sony's like
Mm.
PlayStation Plus games recently. Like, what are they doing?
I don't.
Do they care about us?
I
Do
don't
they
think
love
there's
us?
anything to give. Like, to be honest.
I've got nothing left.
left.
I've got nothing left.
They had
do
that
Max
that
Payne.
burst of like 3 months where they had like fucking Metal Gear,
Yeah.
Solid,
Oh,
and some
yeah,
big
yeah.
games. It's like they can't do that forever. That's
To be fair, I feel like it was a solid year of like
Yeah.
good releases, like a lot of good stuff, and like even the PS5 stuff they dropped, that whole PlayStation collection they had.
Mm,
Yeah.
Again,
that's cold.
The amount
Yeah.
of games that you get on that, like Persona
Loads,
5
yeah.
and
Lots of exclusive,
Bloodborne
yeah.
and
Zombie
so-
Chronicles for Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
All the zombies maps.
Oh really?
That's tight. That's like such a weird choice, but it's so good. But yeah, like when you mentioned earlier with your GTA 5, like you were writing down your achievements, like what you did.
Mm.
That I remember the one time I got that deep into games was Shadows of Evil,
Mm.
like zombies, like writing down the codes and stuff so I could get like the Easter eggs and like get like sick ass weapons. I miss getting that deep into games.
Was there a game? I think I'd heard a little bit about it. And I think it was called I think it was called The Witness, and that's like a puzzle type game. And I was hearing someone speak about that game, and they're talking about you literally have to have like a notepad to write down some of the puzzles and keep on top of it because you end up forgetting stuff. I was like, that's so interesting when like games can like force you to kind of like interact within the real world and keep note there. It's like I feel like it's like super immersive.
Yeah. Metal Gear did that. Like one of the games, and you fight and the dude, he can read your mind. So you have to take out your controller.
Oh, yeah,
Forget
yeah.
player 2.
Yeah,
Really?
the Metal Gear
Yeah,
games.
Metal Gear, man. Yeah, Metal Gear 2.
That is dope.
And if there was this dude, the sniper, he hunts you down, so you have to crawl through. But if you turn off your console, don't come back to the game for a few days. You come back, he's dead, dies from old age.
No
Yeah,
way.
man.
That's an early thingy, isn't it?
Yeah, Metal Gear, man, prime Hideo.
Yeah, them early Metal Gear games are wild. Like the stuff with the food, like you have to cook your food.
Mm.
Like some foods like are more valuable in terms of like stamina and stuff.
Mm.
You can get you can actually get diseases and shit.
Yeah.
On a PS2 game, there's one game I'm looking forward to, but I've been waiting for so long. It's called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Yeah, I've been waiting for that game for so long. They delayed it. It's been delayed a little bit.
Is it that like successor to what is it?
Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
Like spiritually, like it looks so good. I guess it's unrelated to gaming, but it's like TikTok as well. Like you'll get like artists that are new, and they'll like tease their song, and they'll be like releasing soon. It's like shut the fuck up! I'm not gonna see this again. I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna invest myself. I'm not gonna set a reminder for when your song comes out. I'm never seeing this again.
And that's the problem with like the modern world, isn't it? It's because there's so much going on
Yeah.
all at once. Like the world's so fast paced, and you have so much content thrown at you that like you kind of have to just like. It was like Bethesda's kind of attitude of like, you know, like just the flash releases. Where it's like,
Yeah.
game's coming now. Like sometimes the building up and hype works, but other times
It
just
depends who you are. I think Kendrick's done like something similar. Like he's in the middle. He's given us a month, but also I guess that's like short notice. But he's building hype.
Tyler, the creator, did that, didn't he? With like Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost. It was just like, yeah, guys, it's coming out next week.
Yeah, no, I remember J. Cole did that with KOD. He's like, oh yeah, the album's coming out tomorrow, and then he released it, and then
Didn't Childish Gambino do it? His last album as well. Like released on
Kind of.
YouTube. Like just released it, and I was like, oh, what?
I missed that entire thing.
Yeah, it was summer first lockdown. I remember I was at uni. It just come out like, oh, nice.
And that's the problem though. It does kind of, again, if you do it like so quick, you do kind of, a lot of it does kind of go over people's heads a little bit. Again, it's like you said though, it's like a name thing, innit? If you're big enough, you can get away with it.
That's what I think God of War.
I don't know if I think God of War could do it, but mainly because it has like a strong fan base. But I don't think there'd be that much like energy around it. I think there'd have to be a build up.
Yeah, I think they will. Obviously, it'll get the full market, won't it? The first one did.
Sometimes the fans do the marketing for you. You know when they're calling for a game and they're just begging for it. You just kind of
thirsty.
Imagine GTA 6 out next month.
Hands in
Just
knees.
like it's coming.
That's
How-
the thing with
I
Rockstar.
reckon
Though.
it's snapped.
It could happen at any point, can't it?
Yeah.
And they know they're going to
whenever.
break the internet.
And it'll snap everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing though about like big projects like that. Like you can't do that, especially with like. That's what I was thinking about with like Spider-Man. Like you can't make something so big and just hide every aspect about it.
Yeah, because people will look. Yeah, they'll be ready.
Like,
waiting.
'cause, like how many people like even like Spider-Man movies? It takes a lot less people to make than a game. But if you look at the credits for Spider-Man, that's so many people who all know this like big thing that's happening, and they all just have to like pretend it's not. But with gaming, thousands and thousands and thousands of people definitely will come out. Like Rocksteady couldn't do that unless they locked them away, put them in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah, well, you get NDAs, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes they get leaked, or in-house they leak them on purpose. So obviously, but NDAs are like.
The thing with Rockstar though is like, for everything they've done so far, it's always been way in advance. Like you normally know about it like 2 years before it releases.
Yeah, because there's so many speculations about Grand Theft Auto.
They do so much weird stuff. Like Rocksteady, even Valve, they have these properties. They have these like things they can do, and they do the opposite. But because they've got such a strong fan base, because they've made like these great products. You got Red Dead, you got GTA 5, Portal, Half-Life. We'll keep coming back, but like people have been begging for Portal 3, and we've got these like weird ass tech demos for like.
Yeah, they had the Portal, not the Portal, the Half-Life VR game, right?
Yeah. That was
I
good
think
though.
they are making a new Half-Life though. I think.
Yeah.
Then they announced that like after Annex, which is the VR one. Maybe I don't remember. But same like Ubisoft that with Splinter Cell. Everyone wants it. I want the fucking Splinter Cell, man. But they're just like, yeah, here's a phone game.
Here's a skin.
Fucking idiots.
It's
yeah.
weird. I don't. Sorry.
No, okay. Keys mic. Is it on?
It's fucking moving, but
It's weird how companies do that. Like they just there's so many things that people would care about, and they just choose not to make it.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed as well. Like they go back to the OGs. Nah. Nah, I didn't think so.
But that was the same thing with like COD for ages, wasn't it? Like
Yep.
so many people
They
were
kept
calling
going
for them to
further
go
to
back. It
Yeah.
wasn't until Modern Warfare where it felt like they finally listened. And
Yeah.
again, to be honest, like Modern Warfare, like as short as the game was, which it was really disappointing because I thought it was just super short. Some of the missions, like I went through again during lockdown, I was so bored that clean house. I spent literally a whole day just trying to perfect going through that.
Yeah.
Like I'd learnt it so well that I even brought Keith in to watch me. I knew where they were, so I could shoot them through the walls before I even got in the room.
Mm.
There was this one where I went up the stairs and aimed through the banister and just shot, and it just killed him in the bathroom.
Is that the one in the house? It's like night vision.
In the townhouse, yeah,
Yeah.
you go through that.
Because I don't play the campaigns in those games.
Really?
Do you
Yeah.
not?
That one was good.
My little brother's the same. It's weird. So, Call of Duty games, I've always just campaign first and then I'll multiplayer it.
Mm.
Like it's just something that again, like I was,
Black Ops.
yeah, and like
Yeah, man.
I the writing's like nothing that will like knock your socks off. But again, some of the campaigns I thought like for what they are, I thought they've been really good.
Yeah.
Like I've enjoyed so many of them. Like again, the Modern Warfare one, I thought that one
Yeah,
was great. Too short, I think. I wish it had been longer.
Yeah. 3 was okay, wasn't it? Just the end, so it was a bit.
Yeah.
But the new ones, obviously, we're getting Modern Warfare this year, aren't we?
Really?
Yeah, this one's going to be Modern Warfare. Then next year they're taking a break. No, I think so. Yeah, I think it's Modern Warfare this year. They said.
The thing is with Call of Duty games, I'm at that stage now where I'll just see it released and I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll pick it up. I'm just not keeping an eye on it anymore.
What
Yeah.
Call of Duty is this year? What came out?
Was Vanguard the last one?
Oh, Vanguard.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it
Cold
was.
War.
Was it
Yeah.
Vanguard?
I
Yeah,
don't even know.
Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Yeah, Cold War.
No.
Cold War. Vanguard's the map on Battle Royale. It's Cold War. That was the last one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing is like there's so much like being thrown.
Because they're
at
every
nowadays,
year.
don't
But I
know.
think that's why they're taking a break. Like Modern Warfare, then I mean next year there's not going to be one because it's Microsoft just bought it, didn't they? So they said
Yeah,
they bought Activision. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah, I don't play campaigns on first-person shooters because multiplayer heavy ones,
Mm.
except Titanfall 2.
That was
Yeah.
great.
That game,
Remedy, man.
best first-person shooter ever made.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oof.
One of them
Fair
at least.
enough,
Like
yeah.
top.
A lot of people say that. To be fair, I
Like
haven't played it. So.
the multiplayer is beautiful. Like the movement system. I love movement systems in games. Like, but there's something so sexy about that game.
Yeah, Remedy, man. They know how to make. They're remaking Max Payne 1 and 2. Remedy, man. They did Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Oh, Spyro. Let me tell you. I think I'm really obsessed with like you said about the mission in Modern Warfare.
Mm.
Like when you can perfect something, when something's like linear. I say linear. Like you can figure something out, like speedrunning, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's the opening for Titanfall 2, the campaign. You're in like a simulation, and you have to you've got like a crash course you have to go through, but you're timed. I played that for 2 days straight, like a couple hours, like every day. Maybe I just kept trying to go as fast as I can, trying to shave off like seconds, and because the movement system's so well defined and so like every mistake you make is yours. Like you know it's not the game's fault; it's your fault because you fucked it up. It's so rewarding.
Mm.
But like a bunch of hackers got to it. If you heard about it, so now the multiplayer's dead.
Really?
Yeah, you can't play the game anymore. You can play the single player, but you can't play multiplayer.
Yeah, they gave it out 3 on PlayStation, didn't they? Titanfall 2. Yeah, man. It's a good game.
I completely missed it. I kind of was like I was anticipating the first one a little bit, and then obviously there was a bit of mixed reviews when it first dropped, and I was just kind of just assumed it was just gonna be one of those franchises and kind of tuned out, never bothered. I do that a lot with games, to be fair. Like I kind of like the idea of putting like a bunch of hours into a game, or like spending your money somewhere where you're not really sure if it's gonna work out or not. I prefer to because when I buy a game, I play it until it's literally like finished. Like there's nothing more I can do. I'd rather just put that time into something that like I know I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah, I've been like that recently. Like games, they're more draining, I guess now. Like you need I find it really hard to commit to a game now.
I get burnt out a lot from video games. Like it's especially like I think it's probably because again the way I play video games, like I say, like if you do it like just completely try and do as much as you can within a game, like you bleed it dry. I guess there becomes this I guess kind of the way I play like induces burnout a little bit, so maybe it's partly
Yeah.
my own fault. But,
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut
Nah,
that out.
that's
Hey, yo,
staying.
stop the
We got Mickey
I
Mouse
beg,
in the
please.
building. Doo-doo-doo.
But yeah, I guess kind of the way I play video games kind of induces the burnout. So maybe it's my own fault, but I'm not gonna stop.
You know,
Yeah.
some people play games like that. That's
Literally.
okay. Like I said, you know, when you're burnt out, so you take a break. I think that's just
Mm.
an adult thing to do. Some people just.
I think that's the thing is like I'll have my big story games, and it's like we've said it a bunch of times before. Like we play some terrible games like FIFA and UFC and 2K, and it's like we know these are not good games, and realistically the bane of the gaming industry as it is. But I don't know. I guess you kind of need some games like
copy
that
and paste
to just
games,
kind
aren't
of just tune out a little bit. It's like TV. I'll watch shows like Friends and you know, these realistically not very good sitcoms, but it's just kind of like to let your brain tune out a little bit, isn't it?
Mm.
Just so you're not so like, because sometimes the idea of watching like a big movie as well can just be like
Yeah.
so draining. Sometimes you just need like garbage stuff to just kind of burn a little bit of time
Yeah.
to just relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I've read that recently. I think it's after the pandemic as well. Just because you're
Mhm.
inside for we were inside for 2 years basically.
Yeah.
Like I think consuming media is difficult, especially because we all have TikTok here. Do we all have TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't really use it much, to be honest.
Yeah. I think because like same with me. Like I love movies, but like sitting down and watching a 2-hour-long movie is like like I have to prepare myself.
Mhm.
Like I have to plan it a week ahead. Like I used to watch. I think beginning of 2021, I watched 2 movies a day, January, February, and beginning of March.
I remember that.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
shit's
That was
sick,
I felt so. Because you come out of it and you've watched like a bunch of movies that you didn't think you were gonna watch. Like it just feels so.
You showed me your letterboxd at that time,
Yeah.
and I was like, "You're a psychopath."
It was
Where
nice.
did you find the hours in the day to watch?
But because I also had a full-time job,
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Mad.
seeing
It
you
was like
every
an
day on shift.
8
but
hours a
you've
day.
watched 3 different movies today. How's that possible?
Yeah.
Sleeping's for losers, clearly.
Apparently eating is too.
Yeah. Now you
Yeah.
can while watching.
I eat 1 big meal a day, if that.
The
Yikes.
I'm the pinnacle of health, really.
pinnacle of the human form, mate. This is what men should look like.
Specimen of human movement.
Titanium shin bone. Oh.
Yeah.
Dead Space. Anyone played Dead Space?
I've played
making
Dead
a new
Space.
They're remaking it, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
You didn't like it?
Scary. Huh?
Oh, I thought
Didn't
you
say
said
I
it was
didn't like
terrible.
it. No, I said it's terrifying.
I've never played it. Yeah, it looks the remake next year. I can't wait. Never played it, but it looks scary. But I'm a big man. I played Last of Us, for God's sakes. I can play this.
Last time I checked, you were screaming the entire way through that.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, how'd you? Oh, yeah, 'cause we spoke about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Still, I don't care. I don't care.
You made it through the other side. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
To be fair, I'm super excited. One of my favorite games, to be fair, was Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
Love that game. Like, I thought Telltale did such a good job on that. Like, I had so much fun with that game. Like, Keith, you've played that as well, haven't you?
Mhm.
Have either of you two played?
Yeah, played it.
Well,
You played it.
Mhm.
No.
Tales from the Borderlands. It's a Telltale game set, obviously inspired by the Borderlands games. It was so good. It was so interesting. Like, all the characters you had, the soundtrack. I think Telltale always kill it with the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think for every one of their games, I think the soundtrack's always amazing. Like, they do such a good job on that. But yeah, just the story in general. Like, it's such like iconic scenes. Like, everyone always talks about the finger gun scene, just the standoff. It's so good, honestly. Rishi, there's this whole scene where you walk in as the main character and you've taken over. Yeah, there's this really really dope like standoff scene where essentially it's like you've just got finger guns and you're all like aiming at each other and it's just this quick time event. You won't know until you've played it,
Yeah.
but it's honest God, it was so good. And,
I think I own it because
Mm.
that's one thing that I like about Epic Games. Every week, they'll give you a free game, and they're not shitty games. They're like they're either like a AAA title. Like I got GTA, I got Alien Isolation. I played that on PC. Really good.
I played that for like 2 hours and never finished it.
Neither like I really enjoyed it, but it's just not my kind of game.
Mm.
It looked beautiful, and it runs really well. Epic Games is really good.
Yeah, but you got demonized for some reason. Like when it first came out, Epic Games, when they launched their little Epic Games player,
It's just because
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the PC people were just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I think I was
It's-
one.
everyone's sick of
Pitchforks.
like companies just creating their own. Because obviously
It's
you had
another
CD
service you have
Projekt
to
Red that
subscribe to.
created
Yeah.
their what's it? It's something. It's GOG. I don't
Yeah.
know what that stands for. Something
GOG, yeah,
Galaxy something.
GOG.com.
Well, good old games.
GOG. Yeah.
GOG, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have that, and then you obviously have like EA has their own one, Blizzard has their own one. There's Steam. Like there just became a point where like everyone had their own like store and their own launcher. That it just became annoying. People were just sick of companies creating their own, but it benefits the developers. So
See, I agreed with I agreed with you originally. Like with Epic Games, I was like, why the fuck are the Fortnite company making their own thingy? But like, they're probably one of the best because like most of the money does go to the developers. They're making content that's like really good. Their UI is really good. The free games, like my library, I haven't paid for any games on Epic Games, but I've got like a good selection of games. I'd be happy to play them.
Yeah. If I had a decent PC, I'd probably just use Epic Games.
I think it's because they listen to people. Like they're not like Steam's ass. And with good old games, like the appeal of good old games is like games that you can't really buy anywhere else, indie games, but also like there's no DRM, so you don't have to be online to play these games. Steam, like every now and then I'll be out. Like I did it the other day. I was out. I had no Wi-Fi. There's this little game. Have you played Downwell?
No.
Downwell.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good little arcade game. I went to go play it. Steam's like log in. I'm like, I've got no Wi-Fi. What the fuck do you mean log in? Why do I need to log in?
Bad.
This game is 2 megabytes. What is your problem? Why do you need me to connect to the internet? It's just a long day.
The thing is with Steam as well, their marketplace is a real pain in the ass. Like I went back on my PC after a very long time the other day, and I went on and on CS:GO I had a bunch of like cases lying around, and it turns out that we sell them for like quite a bit each. Like I want to say it was like 60p each, and I had like quite a lot of them. So if I'd have sold them, I'd have probably had like 10, 15 pounds or something to be able to like have got like a decent game or something. But then trying to sell them, it was like, oh, because you haven't used the marketplace in so long, you have to wait an X amount of time, and there was all these barriers in the way to stop me from actually being able to sell on there. I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. I was like, I can't even be bothered. I'll just keep them in my inventory.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
That's one good thing. One good thing about Steam is the because they have stuff like that, you're allowed to like get refunds and stuff. There was this one game I played. It ran like ass, and I didn't really enjoy it. I forgot what game it was. I think it's Beyond the Wildest Planet or something.
Two Souls?
No. It's a spaceship game. I guess it's like it's not Bethesda, but it's in that vein.
Good and Evil? Beyond Good and Evil?
No. I do want to play that, but they remastered it, didn't they? Oh no, they were gonna. It's not out yet.
No, yeah. It showed gameplay not long ago.
That came
didn't it?
ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing since. Been radio silent.
But yeah, there's this game, and I played it for like a while, and I just didn't enjoy it, and then I got a refund, and it's just really simple.
Yeah, to be fair, Steam, if you play under like, is it like 4 or 5 hours? You can
It's
just get a
24
refund.
hours. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, 24 hours of the whole game?
Yeah.
Damn. When I used to play, I thought it was like literally like 4
I think
or
it
5
used to be an
hours.
hour,
Yeah.
because I remember like this was ages ago though. Like someone was like, you could finish the entire Portal in under an hour, and you could just sell it again. But why would you do that? It's actually like, I think I got both the Portal games for like 99p. That's one good thing about Steam as well, the sales, because they're just such a big company. They can just keep putting these sales on that no other companies can compete with. I love games like that. No, I don't love the games, but I love like, The Division's something that never looked good to me. And then I went to my friend's house, and he loves that game. And watching him play that game, he was like halfway through it. Such a jarring experience, like going into something, one that you don't like, two you've never really experienced. Just like the stuff he was doing and how much he was enjoying is really funny to me. The Division, not human, right? Can't be human. How the fuck do you enjoy that game?
Shout out to Chisha.
Does he
These
like
are
The
kind of
Division?
games Chisha plays. He just plays weird, bad games.
Anthem.
He said he loved the
God.
Avengers
Genshin
game,
Impact. He's been. That's all
Nah.
I see him on
Right.
for months. I've just seen him. Whenever he's on, he's not on often, but when he is, he's on that for time.
Is that on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Free game.
I was gonna get on PC, but like
Yeah, that's all I see him on.
it's free as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's free. To be fair, there's a lot to do on that game, and they
Yeah,
just keep
like
adding
Japanese
stuff.
RPG in it.
Yeah,
So like proper.
it has no business
Massive.
being as like fleshed out as it is, but still not gonna play it. Fuck that game. I went around his and played it, and I was like, "This is not fun, bro. What are you doing? Please."
People in it and their
It's
tastes.
an odd guy. This is
Jesus.
platinum for Red Dead 2.
That's
Sweaty
insane.
bastard.
Every now and then I check Chisha's and yours like PlayStation like hours. Your 3-on-3 times genuinely vile.
Go on, say it. Do you remember what it is?
I don't. That's.
It's-
I want to say it's like, it's in somewhere in the high hundreds. I know that.
It's
much,
close.
but
I remember it's reaching 1,000.
Yeah.
I think Chisha's at least.
Yeah.
Chish man.
Cheech, to be fair, like, I think he used to leave it on at times to like. I think it was some. So there was some weird challenges on there. Some weird free to play bullshit challenge game shit. That game's basically a mobile game.
Hmm.
And when I really wish he played it at the start, because the way they were just butchering whole sections of the game for no reason was wild to me. Like, it got to the point where you couldn't buy anything. You barely couldn't buy any. What?
You could
You
barely.
could barely buy anything because it was literally all in loot boxes
Mm.
called shopping bags. That's what they called them.
I've never like we talk. Sorry. You go.
No, I was just gonna say they added a character that looked exactly like Pharrell,
Bro,
and it made me die.
the amount of plagiarism in that game.
Well,
'cause
Williams
Blake
was just like your
Griffin's
friend.
Yeah.
in that game. Just what's his name? Freaking I
Like
can't
actually him or just looks like him.
they took his face. They just took his whole body and just made him a different character.
Put some headphones around his neck and
Yep.
just was
They
like,
took Pharrell. They're like, yep, there you go. That's Pharrell. They've got, what else do they have? Will Smith. Will Smith is a player. His name's Will as well, which is pretty fun. William. So they didn't even
William.
try there. They were just like, yeah.
William If.
Keep my face out your fucking game. I've not seen that yet.
Really?
The slap.
Yeah,
How? What?
because it just didn't interest me. Like I was on the phone with my friend,
How did you not see it?
and like
that's the most edgy thing I've ever.
I know,
heard.
thank you.
Wow.
I don't like pop culture, you know, like Spider-Man. Shut the fuck up. I hate people like that. Like you were talking about it earlier, about the guy who like hates Endgame. Like, we get it. Like
You're better than us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
just because people are weird, man.
I'm gonna cut that part. You talking shit. I'm cutting this whole section, but you talking shit.
I hate minorities.
Me too.
All of
true.
them.
Same.
Like every single one of them.
It's St George's Day today, so up the England.
What is St. George's Day?
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
What is St George's Day? Do you know?
It's about some dude that killed a
Oh wait,
dragon.
the dragon dude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The dragon dude.
Don't know.
Just some dude
I
meat
hope-
a dragon.
Yeah,
and
like it's Queen's
gone down
Jubilee in
history.
it as well in June. Queen's
Is she
Jubilee
100 or is it
in June.
99?
I think she's 100. You know.
100.
Does she age more seeing as she has 2 birthdays?
She's very ill at the minute, isn't
That's
she?
not how that works.
I don't know that.
She's actually 50.
Why is that a holiday as well?
What?
Why do we
She's
still
allowed.
have a monarchy?
I don't know,
Racism,
we
bro.
should do what the
Money.
French did, bro. Yeah, they're
Money.
just a big tourist attraction.
Yeah, of course.
Should copy the French, innit? Decapitate 'em. But to be fair, I think I'd
Okay,
rather have the royals. No, they'd be just as shit as the government.
Listen, I'm
Hell.
not saying then. Listen,
Hell.
they bring money to the country, so
Yeah,
Where does it
whatever.
go?
yeah.
And they take that money and put it in offshore bank accounts, bro. What do you mean?
Where does that money go?
Where does it go, bro? They keep
It goes in the
Straight into
fucking
Boris's pocket.
lord, like their legal defenses to protect their children, I guess. You know?
maybe we could put them in
10
like
Downing Street parties.
glass rooms, like a zoo, and just lock them in these glass rooms, and then have it like be a zoo, like they pay admission.
That's
to come
cold.
See
Stick them
these
in locked
rooms.
pods in the eye.
You keep it around.
London Eye.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's their
Imagine that.
lifestyle.
Some Black Mirror
Like a
stuff.
setup of like sofas and TVs and stuff. You just see them sat there enjoying their day, just circling
Kids
around.
just tapping the glass.
I wanna
every now and
see-
then in
I want to
Queen's
see the
glass.
queen in some loungewear, some
What?
slippers and fucking sweats.
What's that supposed to mean?
Listen, you
you
take it
going
how you
with
want to
this?
take it, because I mean it every way possible. Every way.
We're gonna
Hey,
cut
this
this
is-
out.
See, when
don't
we
wanna
said
get the
this
CIA
is one time
Fox
only
and the
guest,
FBI,
we
all
meant
that.
it.
MI2. all
No,
that
like, if we-
nonsense.
Be so funny seeing the queen in, like,
I mean, Lizzie was kind of a fox in her day, so maybe you're right.
kind of, she was
Hey,
Hey,
kind
Wow.
of
back
like,
in the day, sometimes I look at those notes in my pocket, and I'm like,
shit.
shit.
Might as well.
If I was back in the 1920s,
Tens.
Back in the 10s.
hey yo, I think
She's
she was a
been
child
around,
then,
bro.
my guy.
You know, fucking Ridley Scott was born in the 30s.
Yeah.
What?
I
That's the
think about that so
weirdest
much
shit.
because I fucking hate that dude. Born in the 30s. Old
Oh,
bitch.
man.
Give up. He made 2 movies last year. They both flopped and he blamed it on people. He blamed it on children not having, like, attention spans. Shut up! No one wanted to give a fuck about
what's
your
that?
Ben
Oh, it was
Affleck
the last
night
Jewel,
movie.
wasn't it? The last
What was
Jewel
it? House of
shots.
We watched House of
House
Gucci, didn't we?
Yeah.
House of Gucci sucked.
Shit was ass, bro.
Blame Jared Leto for that, bro.
No, he was the
Nuts
best part.
mistake.
He's
Chocolate.
actually funny. Never mistake chocolate
It's so
with
Gucci.
shit. Believe me, I
Then what
know.
was that other one? That night one, wasn't it?
Fuck,
Yeah,
what was it?
the
We just
last
said it.
Jewel.
Last Jewel.
Yeah. That looked
Yeah,
good to be
the-
fair.
Yeah,
Like,
apparently it was
stacked
decent.
cast, hasn't it?
Yeah. Jodie Comer, Matt
Never-
Damon, Ben Affleck, Adam Driver.
Robert Pattinson.
Was he in it?
I think so.
No,
I've
I
seen
think
clips of
that's
him.
the
He was in The King, I
King,
think.
yeah.
think it
I
was The
saw
King.
that. That's
Did you watch The King? Did you say?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Timothy. I think it's good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I loved the first half of it until I fell asleep.
I was just loving Robert Pattinson in it. It's just,
Same as The Green Knight, if you've seen that.
Yo,
The
that movie
big
fucks.
boys
Movie
with
fucks.
Danny Cook.
I remember, yeah, fuck
That's
A24 though, for real quick, because like the way they do their international releases sucks. Like I remember Green Knight got released in America, then it got released on digital, but they didn't get an international release date, so I couldn't watch it in cinema. So I was like, fuck it, I bit the bullet, bought it, watched it online. The next day, swear down, they were like, yeah, it's coming to the UK, you can go watch it. And then there's a movie I want to watch at the moment, After Yang. I want nothing more in life to watch that movie. Like I'm looking forward to it so much. It doesn't have a UK release date, but it's online.
I bought Minari the other day and I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
Is it good?
It's very good. That was the first movie I watched in 2021.
Mm.
First movie I watched in 2021.
Damn.
That and Before Sunset.
how many films have you watched this year?
This year, I stopped logging them.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's close to 60, 70 maybe.
That's like more than I've watched in the past 3 years.
Literally,
Yeah.
I think I watched 2 films this year.
I love how I
maybe.
was like talking to you about like burnout and watching films, and you still managed to get through like 70.
Yeah. Well, so I stopped logging films. The last film I logged was on the 16th of. No, it would have been like mid-April, and it was 25. So I'd watched 25 movies from January to the middle of February. Sorry. So don't know what I'm at now. I watched Drive My Car. If anyone's seen that.
Bit,
Oh.
I've downloaded it. and it's
There's
just
I
legally.
I was gonna start
Just to
paying for
clarify.
Mubi to watch that.
I have movie. You can borrow my account if you want,
Yeah.
because I got 99p for 3 months, didn't use it, and then it charged me for a month. But I really like movie. I just again with the burnout, like especially with foreign movies, like you kind of do have to sit there and like focus on it, and it does take a lot.
Wait. What's your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game?
Yeah.
Fuck knows, can't lie.
Top 5 or 3. Just make it
Oh,
easy.
might as well go round.
Yeah.
Everyone could say theirs.
You guys go first.
I will happily go,
Go on
first.
deck.
One of my all-time favorites for nostalgia reasons is The Warriors on PS2.
Oh, yeah, I fucking
Such a
played that.
I
shout.
love that game so much, but not only because obviously like the cult film, how brilliant that is, but it takes that and like adds to it so much more. Like gives you all this backstory. You can go into the backstory of each of these characters. It was so good. And I played it as a kid, and it was just one of my all-time favorites.
Have you replayed it recently?
I tried to replay it on PS4 remastered, but I feel like the controls are really difficult.
They remastered it.
I don't think they remastered it. They re-released it.
Yeah,
They did
okay.
backwards
Re-release.
compatibility.
See, I fuck with that. I want
So-
to do that with so many games. Like, do you know all the other Spider-Man games, like Edge of
Yeah.
Time? I'd give so much money to play Web of Shadows.
Yeah.
Friends or foes, just
Yeah.
give me them. Like that's one thing we were talking about earlier. Like companies just don't listen to people. Everyone was begging for a Modern Warfare 2 remaster, and they didn't do it.
They did a campaign, didn't they?
Yeah,
I had an argument with someone on TikTok about Web of Shadows. It was
Yeah.
like, it's better than Spider-Man PS4. I was like, no, it fucking ain't. And we had a spitting argument about why it's better, and he was like, Web of Shadows had less people playing it. I was like, yeah, because it weren't as good. He was like, no, just the consoles. That was funny. Fuck TikTok.
I like
Fuck
how his
you.
reasoning was
Yeah.
fucking less people played it. People are just so quirky, so different. We get it, bro. We get it.
Yeah, the Warriors is up there. I think.
Is that 5? Warriors 5. 5th. in
I
your
don't know.
list.
I don't really have like numbered system. It's
Yeah.
just kind of all
So it's
about
top
like,
5, and then it's just any
Yeah.
order. Okay.
I'd say definitely Red Dead Redemption 1's up there because that was one of the first times I'd played a game and been completely like obsessed with it and been like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like I love that game so much. The first Last of Us game, again, that was one of the first games I ever like cried at, where I was like, oh, it really got me. So that was like quite a game that was like emotional for me. I was like, oh, yeah, I love that game. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with top 3. I'm gonna give it a top 3 because I can't think of any more.
Last of Us, yeah. I think that's what everyone's in it. Red Dead 1. There's a PlayStation 1 game. I forgot what it's called, but that was one of my favourites. Spider-Man, I think, yeah. They're on about remastering the first Spider-Man as well, by the way. One of the dudes, one of the developers, yeah, like the first ever one. Like the one where he's like, he's swinging through the fog, and it's Bruce Campbell commenting on it. Yeah, they're on about remastering it.
But to be honest, like
That'd be cool.
That one was good. That one was interesting. But Spider-Man 2 was where it was at.
Yeah, the Electro one.
So good. Like, I think I mentioned it before because we spoke about it on the podcast before. But like that fight with Rhino, where he's hung up at the end, like when you've beat him and he's strung up. I used to just love beating him, like a punching bag. I'd just kick him while he was stood there, and he'd like struggle and be like,
I can't lie.
I'd just kick him.
I enjoy swinging on that game more than the new Spider-Man.
You're a psychopath.
Mainly, I think because it's janky. Because there is a sense of nostalgia there. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess like over-engineering can lead to like I don't know, alienation or something. I don't feel anything anymore when I swing in Spider-Man.
Here's the thing, and I think it's because they based it so much more on like animations rather than like physics. Because if I've swung too low, I want to hit a car. Like if I've messed up, I want to like don't save me because
that's exactly it.
The loop, you feel it going down. You're like, oh, I'm gonna hit the ground here, and instead of having a bit where he like runs across the ground or just falls on his ass, like it stops the swing and you feel yourself hit that invisible barrier. And that for me was like really frustrating because I was like, this feels off. Like I want to get as close to the ground without stopping as I can.
Yeah.
And it just that part of the swinging felt off for me, and they tried really hard to make it smooth so you were never stopping. But it also made me kind of feel like it just kind of broke the physics of it a little bit for me. Like it kind of just didn't really feel realistic enough, so it just kind of felt off.
I think it's too smooth where you don't feel like you're engaging it anymore.
Yeah, I don't feel in control. Like I don't feel like I could get better at swinging.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just the swing and it is what it is. Like there's no skill to it. Whereas I feel like there should be a little bit of skill. Like if I can make this run as smoothly as possible, if I can release at the perfect time, if I can know when to release my webs, like it just kind of felt like it was too.
I think that was because of the audience. Spider-Man and everyone's gonna play it, so they were like,
Yeah, but like you said, it's that like over-engineered stuff that kind of just tore it away from. Again, it's a game about a dude that dresses up in a suit and shoots webs at his hands. Like I get realism isn't exactly we're not going for the crisp realism here, but I would like it to be grounded with some kind of physics. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Also, the game I remembered, Heart of Darkness, PlayStation 1. One of my favourite games of all time. About an hour and a half. It was like you play as this kid, your dog gets kidnapped, and you have to go to this other world in your ship that you make in your shed, and you fight these shadow monsters with your laser guns. It's awesome. It's such a fucking. I thought it was long, but it's only an hour and a half. I've just seen. But I remember spending hours on that game.
Inside's my favorite game of all time.
Really?
From Playdead. I just love that game.
Inside.
Yeah.
The 2D one. The 2D one.
It's like.
I think of Limbo.
Side scroller.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Is it?
Yeah. So they put Limbo out, which I thought was shit. I didn't like it. And then Inside. And I was
Did you
like,
not?
Yeah.
I enjoyed Limbo, to be fair.
I was like, I just didn't enjoy it. I was like, this is kind of dead. And then Inside came out, and I was like, this is everything I think they wanted Limbo to be, but they didn't have the resources yet. But now they do, and it was great, and I fucking loved it.
I forgot to mention The Witcher 3. I'm gonna I'm gonna go back and listen to this. Yeah, heat at the moment. Forgot about The Witcher 3, but during that short period in like 2015, 2016, I was obsessed with that game so much. Yeah, that's just me charming in.
Yeah, and then The Last of Us 2, I think.
Yeah, because you just put the first one, didn't you?
Just two. Like just 2 games. That's it.
Yeah, I guess. Throw Simpsons here on in there.
Oh, okay.
Get one of that in there.
Yeah.
Who owns that? Who made that game?
Was it EA? I think.
Yeah.
Is it EA?
I feel like it was.
Bro, the money they would make if they remastered
I don't know. Do you want to check? It might be. I'm just spitballing because they owned a lot of shit in there.
I wanted to say like Activision or something. But I don't think so.
It was by Radical Entertainment and published by Vivendi Universal Games.
Disney? Did Disney own Fox now?
Yeah.
So Disney's now. Like,
Well, the funny thing about the Disney Fox thing, they bought Fox and then they've not touched Fox.
Yeah.
Like administration wise, it's the same company. They were just like, the money that you make comes to us
It's
now.
us now.
It's so good.
yeah.
And then I guess they mainly did it for the X-Men.
Yeah. They're like, we just want your IPs.
Yeah.
Essentially. Fuck your news.
I don't give a fuck about your fucking ESPN and shit.
Yeah. We just want your money and your soul.
Just to say we own you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally just a power play.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Yeah.
ours now.
They were like, can we have an X-Men? Fox were like, no, go fuck yourself. And they're like,
Did him a favour, X.
Bet.
Fucking Fox did not do
I want-
X-Men, bro.
I want someone to buy Sony.
Or who?
Fuck no, it's fucking
I don't
somebody.
think
I
anyone could
beg.
buy Sony,
Jeff
bro.
Bezos.
It's just I don't think there's anyone big enough apart
Yeah.
from maybe Bezos.
Because like
Bezos
Sony
and
don't
Disney, probably.
care
That's
about
it.
people.
Musk could do it just for the jokes.
Is any company?
No, but like Sony specifically hates us.
Wait, what did you say, sorry?
Sony doesn't care about people,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
especially but like specifically.
That reminded me of the Kanye West interview where Bush doesn't care
Yeah.
about black people.
Yeah.
Like, Sony doesn't care about people.
Because like first of all, the free games, we already talked about that, but like backwards compatibility, like if you compare the stuff that we have to Xbox,
It's so funny.
we're really getting ruined. On left of like good, even just games with gold, we're getting fucked.
No, they do have a lot of good games
Yeah.
with gold Game Pass. Like,
They have a lot.
I
But
feel like when I do get an Xbox, I feel like I'm gonna have to buy a game. I just get Game Pass.
Games Pass
fully.
is good.
But I think that's what PlayStation are doing now, aren't they? They're adding like a new subscription to
Yeah.
TPS Plus.
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for that to come out for the longest time because like they're doing backwards compatibility with that, so you'll be able to subscribe. I think it's
It's
on
PlayStation
top.
Plus, essentially.
Yeah.
PlayStation Now, essentially.
That shit's ass.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
So
I
just
fuck with
put
it,
together
but
and increase the
I
price.
kind of just feel like from Sony's point of view, though, is they're just like, the only reason Microsoft are doing that is because they don't have as good games as we've
yeah,
got.
yeah.
So for them, they're like, why would we compete with that when people will come to us for our games rather
Yeah.
than that? So I think it's maybe a little bit of just this ego thing where like, we don't
Yeah.
need to do that.
Like, cause
Like, our games speak for themselves.
It's disgusting how many good IPs they have.
yeah, it's
God of War,
yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot.
well, Crash
Fucking
Bandicoot's owned by
Spider-Man.
Microsoft now,
Oh fuck, they bought it.
but they can. They're not gonna put it on just on Microsoft or their Xbox
Yeah.
because they know how to share. Sony's that kid with a ball that doesn't let you play with him.
That's what they did with Titanfall 2. Like the first Titanfall was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah,
Titanfall 2.
yeah, because don't the Sony and Remedy?
Remedy, no.
No, they don't, do they?
No.
They just work with them because they did Crash and Spyro, didn't they? But then obviously on other consoles.
I'm pretty sure Remedy's a Microsoft studio.
Is it? Yeah.
The Alan Wake guys, right?
Yeah.
it's thingy.
Yeah, because that's they remastered that, but they put it on PlayStation, didn't they?
We had
Mm.
Control, which was great.
That was a good game. Surprised that went in your top 5 actually. You like that?
I loved it. It wasn't top 5, but I loved it.
Really?
That was free.
Not
on
Ghost of
yeah.
Tsushima.
Big games.
Ghost is it's up there, but I don't know. I don't know if there is an order, to be honest.
Just
besides
games
besides Inside, I don't think there's an
Yeah,
order. Just 'cause
it's
I love
hard
that
to
game.
pick in it. They're all just.
Alright. We've been going an hour and a half.
Oh,
Hour and
So,
30.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't get to do my games.
go on,
shit.
then go on.
Just
Spit
doing
'em
my
off.
games. I also didn't get to do my fucking. If one person told you.
We'll do them now. We'll wait for you.
Oh, I don't think I
Echo.
answered.
No,
yeah,
you
I
said
Yeah, you
no.
did
Yeah,
Donald
man,
Glover.
man,
Go on,
man.
we'll wait, bro. It's alright. You're a guest.
So I don't think I have a list. But there's just
Okay.
games I like.
Hmm.
I wish I had an app that kept track of my games.
There is one.
But
I don't remember what it's called. It's on my.
have you guys played Gone Home?
It's on my. I've got it. I haven't played it.
That sticks out as like a really fulfilling gaming experience because I went into it thinking it was a horror game, and especially fucking at a weird age, like a young age, I'm really surprised I stuck with it. You basically like, you're a dude, and you're in a haunted house, and you just have to get through the house essentially. And there's locked doors. You explore, unlock doors. There's codes and stuff. It's like a traditional puzzle story. You think it's a horror game, and it is a horror game, and then it slowly evolves as the story goes on to what happened to the family in the house, and then you find out what happens, and it's the one of the best endings of any game I've like ever played. It's so satisfying, but I won't spoil it if you've not played it. It's really short as well.
That game and like, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yeah, I wanna play that one.
I played
Everybody's
that.
gone to the rapture.
Is it same same company?
I don't think so, but they're all like 3 games that are similar that I've just been
Yeah.
meaning to play for like the past maybe 5-6 years at this point.
I think I've even bought like some of those games.
Yeah,
like,
Gone Home was a PS Plus
Yeah.
game.
Some of them
3
were
years ago.
free. Like
Yeah, they're
some
all
I
on
bought.
PlayStation. All of them 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game sticks out. That was really good. I mainly because you go into expecting one thing and then it just turns into something else. I think those games are really cool, like the subversive ones. Have you guys played The Beginner's Guide? It's on PC.
No.
Brilliant game. It basically details this guy's relationship to a friend of his who makes games. So this like interesting dude who made games for himself. So he just played around in like these engines that like CS:GO and stuff. And the game is basically him detailing his life, his friend's life, and their relationship through the levels. So he goes, the first one is the first time the dude ever made a map in a game, and he's like, this is the first one he made. Look at like how interesting it is, and it goes through, and it's such a weird experience because you just go through these different levels, and this guy, the way he makes things was crazy because he didn't make games for people; he made them for like himself, and it's really hard to explain, but it's fascinating. It's really short. One level that sticks out to me is it's like a cleaning simulator kind of, where you walk into like a mountain area and there's a house in the middle of nowhere. Again, he didn't make these games for anybody else, just for him. You walk into a house and there's an AI, and there's like prompts like talking about their day. It tells you to clean the house. Go into the living room, clean the table. You just press a button, it cleans the table. Go into the bedroom, tidy the bed, and then clean the dishes. And you just do that on repeat, and it repeats and repeats and repeats. And he was talking about how, because he can go into the code because he owns the game, he can go into the code. There was an ending, but you can't reach it, and the ending's really cool. It's really hard to explain this game without playing it. I really recommend it. I really do recommend it.
What's that called again?
Beginner's Guide.
I have to play that. That does sound cool.
The most interesting part is how he details his relationship with the friend, because the friend, the guy who narrates the game, really believed that the games he was making needed to be seen by other people, but the friend didn't want that, and that relationship like unravels and it comes to a conclusion. Which I played the game a couple times. It's just so good. And Ollie, have you guys played that?
I've played that.
It's fucking good. So good. Have you played the new one?
Ollie World?
Yeah.
No.
It's 30 quid.
Yeah, no.
Like,
It's
I
fine.
like Ollie, one of my favorite games of all time.
It's not
Will I pay 30 bones?
Nah.
Probably not. Probably not.
Fucking skateboarding games. Wait, before, I think I'm gonna add. Have you guys played Papers, Please?
No.
I think I'm adding that to my top 10.
Yeah, I'm adding Stardew Valley to mine because I forgot about that. Hotel Chocolatier.
Haunted.
Haunted Chocolatier. Is that it?
Chocolatier.
That's it. Ugh. Can't wait.
Let's wrap this up because it's been going on for an hour and a half, and I don't know if anyone can hear it. My stomach is
Beautiful.
burned. I'm hungry.
The lady who's meant to do my hair today, she was fasting. So as soon as she started like fucking about my shit, all I heard was, "Girl." She was like, "Ignore that." Alright, my bad. Don't worry. And then she didn't do it.
Why should I do it?
Her fucking blow dryer was broken. I was just sat there like, okay.
She was like, "No, get out."
Pretty much.
Fuck
She was
out
like,
of
I'm
here.
so sorry. Gave her my deposit back, and she was like, "Bye."
What are you gonna do?
Pretty much. She's like, "Here's
Yeah.
some creams and stuff for your hair because I feel bad."
Are you getting it braided?
I was meant to,
Yeah.
so that didn't happen.
At least you got free cream.
I didn't want cream. I wanted my fucking hair done.
Yeah,
I
but
got
think
off
about
like I got off so early to blow dry this shit. I was so pissed. I was like, all right, fair enough.
Thank you all for listening to this episode. Thank you, Rishi, for coming along.
Thank you for having me. This was fun. I like this.
Fantastic first guest. Yeah, first guest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you were
Popping stuff.
fantastic first guest. Yeah, thank you guys very much for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm
Have
not
a
gonna lie,
lovely week.
I was planning to. I was gonna wait till like episode 10 to have a guess, but 8
Yeah,
works
nice
too.
round number.
Was it going to be me?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust.
We don't have a list unless
No.
Keith's. 8's my lucky number, so that's all right. And you sat next to me, so
Yeah. Sharing a mic.
yeah,
It's intimate.
worked out quite well.
Oh,
I've been sitting on his lap this entire time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. and I'm
cover it
hard.
the entire
Okay.
time.
Dude, man, I'm gonna cut that out.
I'm not cutting
No, we had a fleshlight in last week. What's wrong with me saying I'm hard?
I
don't know
actually
if I-
haven't listened to that episode. I don't know. Is that still in?
Yeah, it's in.
I forgot.
Yeah, no, it's in.
I forgot.
It's
to
funny
put
though.
it on.
Someone said they liked it.
What do you mean?
It's funny. That episode was funny because it's just as rambling.
Man, I completely
Feedback I've got is it's enjoyable and funny.
I gave up halfway editing. I was like,
Yeah,
this
Declan's
is
fault.
fine. This is
My fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
How's this my fault?
I tell him, why is it Declan's fault?